So the food dust of sadhu, if you accept that food dust on your head and you put it all over your body, then you must remember that the food dust should not be disrespected. The food dust of sadhu, so the food dust of sadhu is priya sevaks. So by taking the shelter, we should surrender to his food dust. After some time, again we become complacent. So these sevaks were like particles of dust. So once we offer ourselves to them, we should not take back what we have offered. Means we want to cheat the sadhu. Once we offered ourselves, then we again desire that we take our independence back from them. So this way, one's vision is not towards the happiness of the sadhu. Rather, one is attached to his house, to his own pleasure, to his own happiness. He touches the feet of a sadhu, but we want to engage Sadhguru in our seva, and we become far from his seva. Do not wish to serve him. So therefore, if we accept this food dust, then if we take shelter of that food dust, then we should also pray. But instead of praying, we desire to make them as a means of enjoyment. In other words, we should not engage them in our own seva. Guru Vaishnavas, the devotees. So Prabhupada, he is saying that if they offer pranams from a distance, then you also offer pranams from a distance, if this is what they desire. Or else if you overly extend yourself, then you will invite inauspiciousness. This will lead to aparadh, which you should avoid. So Prabhupada is saying that a guru, he turns everyone into gurus. He doesn't make disciples. This is his responsibility. This weight is given on him. Bhagavan has given this responsibility. He doesn't make him averse. He doesn't make the souls averse. He makes them incline towards Krishna, so for Krishna's own happiness and pleasure. Therefore, Guru's darshan, Guru's activities, they're all composed of pure bhakti. So therefore, this Guru darshan is related to Krishna. It is not Lagu. carries weight. This is Krishna Darshan. Like a student when he goes to school, then the professor, he also makes him a professor like himself. He turns him into a teacher. So Guru also, what does he do? He gives this responsibility of Sri Guru to everyone, and then he empowers them, and he engages them in Bhagwan's Seva. And for the welfare of the jivas, he gives them all adhikar for the jivas. Therefore the Vaishnavas, they don't think that I am the worthy recipient of such adoration. We should consider everyone to be worshipable, worthy of our respect, of our prayers, and give this qualification to everyone. And then make them qualified to perform this task of a guru. Or else, one is only, or else he will wholly advance, and he will only cheat himself. So those who are unqualified, who the Guru Varga have not transmitted, who have not engaged them, who have not yet offered themselves. So if they are independent, and if they start making this, then they continue this line, then they will also be independent. And they will not be able to enter into the realm of Paramartha. And they will not be able to work for the benefit of others, because they have not offered themselves at the lotus feet of Sri Guru. They have no sambandha with him. They don't have the Shakti. And then if they do not respect the Vaishnavas, the devotees, and if they are not loving towards other devotees, if they are not respecting them, then in their heart there is this abhiman of not being Bhagwan's Das, but of being Guru. So in this way, if Guru has this quality of Gurutva, then he'll always think of himself as Bhagwan's Das, and except for the servitude of Sri Bhagwan, he will not allot himself in any other task. He will only allot himself. He will only allot all of his time, 24 hours a day, in Bhagwan's Seva. And if he cannot do so, then if there is no Guru Nishtha, and if his life is not Guru Seva, then without such Guru Nishtha, Guru Seva, then how will he have the adhikar? So therefore, if anyone thinks that I am a Guru, then you see the first letter of this word G disappears. Then that person, he will either practice black magic, and then he will achieve this siddhi by his tantra mantra and by such black magic, or by being a sahajiya, he can cheat people. He can accept this puja pratishtha from others, but by such black magic and such sahajiya, he will not be able to benefit others. If he is engaged himself in this Bhagavad Seva, then by flattering others, by giving them salary, by giving them money, he will not be able to control others. Because if he himself is serving, then even if someone is looking at him, and even if it comes under his shelter, then the Sevavritti is transmitted into his heart. This way, this is this Chetanata. This way, their consciousness is being awakened. This is not craziness. Bhagavad Seva is a prakrit. It gives this eternal consciousness. And then the jiva who is unconscious of a spiritual identity, having fallen in this samsara, then when he loses this Chetanata, then the Seva pravritti is lost. But when one comes to the Guru Varga, to the Vaishnavas, when he comes, and then anyhow, he comes, at the time, what happens? This consciousness is naturally awakened within him. and he becomes inclined, he becomes desirous of engaging in the seva. And this greed will never lessen, it will only flourish more and more. And without this seva he cannot remain. And with the seva he is always remembering Sri Bhagavan, he is always engaged in this Nam Kirtan. And then they say Dham will manifest in his heart. And they say, he will look at the Vaishnavas, he'll say, oh, they're my dearest friends, they're my Atme, they're my Priyajan, they're my Bandhavas. And they say, when he's always engaged in Bhagavan's Nam Kirtan, then the qualities of the Dham, the qualities of the Leela Bhumi, pastimes of the Leela Bhumi will manifest in his heart. And then this Guru Nishtha he will have. So how will they behave? He will accept. He will not engage in any form of gratification or luxury. Because such gratification, luxury is like spiritual suicide. He will never look towards opulence. And they say the consciousness of his soul is being lost. Because by going towards this Jadavastu, then one will become like that object of Maya. He will always be in ignorance. Because all the things of this world are composed of the three modes of material nature. And the more you accept these three modes of material nature, then they're bound to be afflicted by these Mahic gunas. If one is in Rajogun, then he'll always be beaten by Maya. He'll be the servant of Kam Krodh. And if one is in Tamogun, he'll be afflicted by laziness, sleep, and all the things. And then by lamentation, sorrow, and prajalpa. And if one has a Sattvic gun, then for this pratishtha, for this naam, he will even sacrifice his own self. And then he will say, I'm very exalted. But he will not be able to do Hari Kirtan. He will not be able to do Hari Seva. He will not be able to realize the Shabda Brahma. He will never have any desire to stay in the Dham, to engage in Dham Seva. And in Bhagavan's Nam Kirtan, he will have no ruchi. And in Bhagavan's Nam, Rup Gun Leela will never manifest in his heart. Rather, Jad Leela will manifest. He is seeing in his dreams, he is seeing the entire world, but he is not having darshan of Bhagavan's Dham. He is not seeing Bhagavan's Nam, Bhagavan's Dham, Bhagavan's Parikar. Therefore, Hari Kirtan and sense gratification, they are not one and the same. So this is the Baddha Jiva, this sense gratification, individually, locally, or wholly, can never benefit the world. He will make many excuses to help others, but he will not be able to, because he is not changing the consciousness of that person. He cannot attract that person to Sri Bhagavan, and that person whom we are serving, that person also, where is he? Is he in this Nirgun Tattva, or is he in the other modes of material nature, in Sagun Tattva? So by serving them, we will also be affected by such modes of material nature. So therefore, if you want to engage in this Bhagavad Seva and want to save the body, then as much as this Bhagavad Prasad is required, then that much. Else if you engage in such sense gratification, then what will happen? If you want to save the body, then hell will appear. Then your Savior will be opposed, the mind will be opposed, the body will be opposed. And then one will be a very helpless state. Nothing will be favorable. And even the place will be unfavorable. There will be calamities everywhere. Therefore, where it is said, Yata Yogya Bhog Tata Nai Rog. So as much as is needed, you'll have to feed the body. Not more, not less. As much as is needed, that much. If you accept more, then If you accept less, then both sides will be harmful. The body will not be maintained. And then what will happen? By any shortcoming, one will have this greed. And whether this high taste, how can one give up this jadaras? Without very easy, one has his desire. And then you say that, oh, I won't drink water. But you see the water, body needs water. Even if you give little or else, then what will happen? The senses will not help us. So therefore, for Hari Seva, as much as needed, you'll have to accept. Not more and not less. Or else if you've eaten very nicely, then you'll be sleepy, you'll be lazy. Then you'll think, where did this sickness come from? If you go to the doctor, he'll do a diagnosis, he'll do what is the disease, he'll give you the medicine. Similarly, if you go to the sadhu, he has this medicine. Guruji would say, person has come to Vrindavan to do bhajan. And then Gurudev is speaking these leelas concern Govind, Gopinath, Madan Mohan, about the Sadguru Swamis and all these associates of Mahaprabhu. And they say, the bhaktas are listening and they're very happy. And they say, oh Gurudev, they say Govindev is not here, he's in Jaipur. If you give me this order, I'll go to Jaipur, I'll go serve Govindev there. Rupa Goswami himself manifested this deity. He is Abhidev Vigraha, Madan Mohan is Samanda, Gopinath is Prayojan. So he's saying, am I giving you the order or you giving me the order? He's like, no. You spoke this katha, so now this desire is awakened within me. If I don't serve, then I'll serve Maya then. Then I'll go there. It's better that I serve Bhagavan then. So in this way, are we ordering Guru? Are we inquiring from him? Or will Guru give us the order? Will we wait? Saying no. So we make Guru, we bind him. Saying give this order. We are giving you the order, but then you give the order as well. By force. And what will Guru do? Then he said, alright, you're understanding more than me. Why are you asking me in the first place? No need to ask me in the first place. Then you do as you wish. So Govindev is very merciful. So he's come all the way here. He's not eaten anything. He's not even drank water. So then he arranged a place for him to stay there, to drink, to eat, and slowly engaged him in this seva. Then as you know, will you serve Govindev or will you serve Govindev's prasad? Even if you go near Bhagavan's deity, then there's the time our eyes are on Bhagavan's bhoga. We want to enjoy this bhoga. They say becoming greedy to eat that bhoga. Then how can you leave that desire behind? So one is engaged in this Bhagavan's seva. Dr. Thakur is saying that how much are you accepting this Bhagavan's remnants? Who are you with? Who are you present with? There's Ishwar Jati Vigraha, and there's Bhajaniya Vastu, and there's Bhajan Vishayani Vastu. One has come to do Bhagavan's Bhajan, he's come there to do seva. But the paraphernalia intended for Bhagavan's seva, seeing that, one becomes greedy to taste the bhoga. He's come for Bhagavan's seva. And then he sees the pujari. Oh, the pujari is very handsome. So then anyhow, I'll control this pujari and enjoy him. And then if he's engaged in Bhagavan's seva, then he sees all these things intended for Bhagavan's seva. And this way he thinks, I'll eat all these things and I'll become very happy, very healthy. And they say we are engaging in such enjoyment, but they say I'm given everything for Govinda. And then gradually what happened? He became very strong. They say he was more beautiful than even Thakurji also. And then you see now that he was very handsome, now all people were attracted to him now, many of them. They say day and night he only forgot Bhagavan's qualities. They say, why did he come now? Why didn't he come tomorrow? Why have you should come on time? Yeah, I put this chandan tulsi for you, this prasad for you. And slowly, gradually going there, he said, alright, he's come near me. And then they say, he's come to me, but he's made this relationship with everyone else. Means he's become the Sevakata of Rajvasis. And what was the result? And they say the senses became very restless. Say, if you are going to one's association, one will also imbibe those qualities. Are we near Shri Bhagavan? Or are we near Bhakti or near Bhakta? Or else are we near the objects of our senses? Where is our attraction? Where does it lie? That if there is some object which doesn't remind you of Bhagavan, it doesn't let you meditate on Sri Bhagavan, then you must understand that it is very poisonous. Immediately you should reject it. Unless one leaves this Vishaya behind, you cannot have Krishna Prem. So he has come to do seva, but then he's become a bok, he's become a crane. So therefore Prabhupada is saying that if you go under this vilasita, then it is like suicide. Vilasita is enjoyment, means you become poison to the Atma, to the soul. So here it said Navriti Shabdat and Navriti Shabdat. In Vedanta Sutra it has been said, and for Parabrahma, for Shabda Brahma, if this Nam is left behind, then what is the use of this vilasita, this enjoyment of drinking this poison? This food is not had. If Bhagavan Nam is not being, Kirtan is not being done of Bhagavan's names. When the Prabhu, he brought Mahaprabhu's prasad to Haridas Thakur, these remnants. He said, this prasad was bought. And he said, no. And he took tulsi and he offered pranams. And he said, why? And he said, oh, my body is not so healthy now. My mind, I cannot control. I'm not able to do this Nam Kirtan. Body is not helping me, so I will not give anything to it. And then Mahaprabhu, when he heard this, immediately he came there. And he said, oh, Haridas, what happened? Why are you not taking this prasad? And he said, oh, bro, this body is not helping me anymore. It's not helping me in this Nam Kirtan. Not helping me in this Smaran. So Mahaprabhu, he said, now you become old. If you cannot chant 3 lakh, then you can just chant 1 lakh Harinam. He said, no. This I cannot do. I'll have to finish my 3 lakh Harinam. I know that you'll bestow your mercy upon me. So I'll leave this body behind. I don't wish to keep this body with me. If this body is not favorable for Bhagavad Seva, it doesn't help me remember Shri Bhagavan, then what is this of looking after it? Feeding it as much food as you can. My Guru Maharaj would say, in a big pot, they're putting all this grass and this fodder. And cows and buffaloes are eating so much. Similarly, all our senses, they are always being full of these objects of the senses. Then what will be the result? They say, will you remember Sri Bhagavan? Will you engage in Bhagavan's Kirtan? Will you have any ruchi for Bhagavan's Seva? Then you can give the senses as much as they want. It's not so easy, but therefore don't engage yourself in such spiritual suicide. Don't give pain to your body. And they say, accept that which is favorable for Hari Kirtan. Maintain your life only for this cause, only for this seva of Shabda Brahma. Only then this auspiciousness can be had. Therefore, in this Vedanta Sutra, it has been said, Anavriti Shabdat, Anavriti Shabdat. They say you should always think, am I repeating the holy name or not? Or else, one is eating very much, then after that one has to sleep very much as well, and then he is controlled by his sleep. He becomes a slave of sleep and servant of lust, anger. So how can this remembrance of Sri Bhagavan be had? So they say Bhagavad Smran is not had, then sense gratification takes place. But by Hari Kirtan, and Hari's senses are pleased. So therefore we will think, we will pray to Guru and Vaishnavas, and then we will wait for their order and instructions, that we will maybe not become engaged in sense enjoyment, or else even our auspiciousness will not be had, and anyone else's auspiciousness will not be had. I was thinking, oh, now I'm doing Bhagavan's darshan, I get Charnamrit. First you get Guru's Charnamrit, we'll accept. And then we'll accept something else, but it is very far away. And you see, after Mangalarti, even before Mangalarti, he has kept his Kheer Puri Halwa in his room. And even before he puts tilak on Chansanik, he worships his stomach first, and then he'll say, I'll worship Thakurji. And in the morning, he's looking to eat all these things. Or else we have many sevaks and sevikas. They bring samosas, they bring all these things, all these Russian things, and they hide it in our rooms. And then we say, oh, now we say, oh, I'm so fortunate now, my life is so auspicious now, I can eat all these things. So therefore you'll have to preserve your body for Bhagavad Seva, or else there's no need to maintain your body for sense gratification. It is like have to go to hell, or else one will have to suffer. Therefore, as much as is needed, then not more, not less, as much as needed for Sri Hari Seva. That which is favorable you can accept. Then one can follow his dharma, or else one cannot control himself. This is Bhagavad Dharma, this is Bhakti Dharma. How can you understand? By this seva pravriti, by this tendency to serve. Who are you serving? Who are who are with me? Looking at all the other people, you see, looking at the servants, then you'll know who the master is. By seeing one's friends, one will know what kind of person one is. Therefore, by following this Bhagavad Dharma, are you in this Bhagavad Dharma or Bhakti Dharma? Are you following this Swadharma? This you will understand when this you'll be attached to Bhagavad Seva. Be attached to this Bhakta Seva. Or else one will not be able to engage in Bhakta Seva. And he'll say, I'm very prominent. But never have any desire to follow this Bhagavad Dharma, Bhakti Dharma. Therefore, we'll have a desire to follow this Asat Dharma, Anitya Dharma, Anatma Dharma. This Swadharma, this Bhagavad Bhakti, this Atma Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, and by following all these things, then he'll realize that Bhakta Seva is Bhagavan Seva. He'll be absorbed in that. And what is this Bhakti Dharma, Bhagavad Dharma? He will always have Spruti of Bhagavan's names. And together, what will happen? Everything will become very favorable. Nothing will be unfavorable for him. And the sense is, if they are favorable, then who will be unfavorable to us? Therefore, Rupa Goswami Prabhu has said in concisely, he said in essence, is Vachok Evam and Manasakrodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam Udaro Pasta Vegam, Vira, Tam Prithvim Sashishyat. In Sutrakari he said, means like in a concise aphorism. So if one doesn't have Ruchi for Bhagavad Seva, for Ruchi for Bhakti, doesn't have Ruchi for Bhagavad Dharma, then he will never be able to serve the Bhaktas, never be able to serve Shri Bhagavan. Then he will use everything for his own enjoyment and happiness. He will go towards Anitya Dharma, Asat Dharma. So therefore, he cannot be this Samadarshi. He needs to have this equal vision. Who is big, who is small. He will not be able to be free from this sense of discrimination. And then all these things will appear before us. By following which path the Shanti is had and auspiciousness is had. This we don't think about. We think we do many things, but we see every step we take, for which purpose are we taking? The next step is our time being destroyed. For which purpose? Why should we waste our time? And therefore, he will think about this, he will duly consider. He will say, Shantira Vettagalatvam, Viraktir Manashunyata, Samatkante Nam Gana Sadaruchi. At all times, he will not waste his invaluable time. He'll be careful not to waste even one moment, or else that time wasted will be like new karma. So therefore, Prabhupada is saying, when Bhagavad Bhakti is Sanatana Dharma, this is Nitya Dharma, this is Param Dharma, this is Atma Dharma. Without Bhakti, life is useless. Or else without Bhagavati, whatever thing you're doing, I will be Prabhu, I will be Guru, I will be Bhakta. But how will you realize, where will you get this Ruchi from? For karma, for Gyan, for yoga, or Ruchi for Anyabhilasha. How will you be a Bhakta then? Then how can he follow this Atma Dharma, Nitya Dharma, Sanatana Dharma? And this will be Anyabhilash. Therefore, there is this Harinam Kirtan, this Bhagavad Dharma. This is the limit of this Sanatana Dharma, Harinam Kirtan. Except for this Krishna Nam, there is no other disease, medicine for this disease. This Harinam is the medicine for this bhava, for this sansar. There is one Apasampradaya called Karta Bhaja. They are not Vaishnava, neither are they Bhakta. They consider Guru to be Krishna, to be the enjoyer. There is no need to worship Krishna, just worship Guru. Guru is like Vishai, Bhagavan. This is like an atheistic doctrine. Guru, he is Sevak, he is Nityadas, and he will always be the eternal servant. So to think of him as Krishna is a big offense. It's like Mayavad. You say, Gurudev is Bhagavan's Priya Sevak. He is Guru. He is Govinda Prashta. He is Sevak, he is Ashra Vigraha, he is Seva Vigraha. Guru is Krishna Prashta. So Guru has descended in this world to give this Seva Siksha. Therefore he has appeared in this world out of Bhagavan's desire. Guru is not Vishaya Vigraha, is not Shaktiman Tattva, Shakti Tattva. Krishna's Shakti is present within him. He is Ashraya Jatiya Vastu. He is Seva Vigraha, Bhakti Vigraha, Ashraya Vigraha. So therefore he doesn't have this Bhog Buddhi. So that in this way, this Guru Nishta Vaishnava Jans under Guru's Anugatya, they are engaged in this Bhagavad Seva. So in spite of being Guru, they never become detached from this Seva and from this conception of being a Sevak. 24 hours they are engaged in serving. Ras Bihari, Gopinath, Radhanath. They themselves are engaged and engage others as well in this Seva. The saying, if one lives behind Bhagwan Sambandha and one worships someone individually and follows his order, then he's becoming separate from Bhagwan. And this way, by Vimukh Mohini Maya, he becomes a member of our family. This way, one becomes a representative of Maya, but not Bhagwan. And not have this seva buddhi towards Bhagavan. So this way you see, the more one becomes an elevated Vaishnava, the more he'll never have any pride within himself. He'll respect everyone, knowing that Krishna resides within their hearts. And he has these qualities befitting Vaishnava. This humility, won't have any desire for this. You respect everyone. And these 4 qualities of humility, not desire and respect for one's own self, while offering respect to all others, tolerance, he will do kirtan. He has man qualities, but he's very desirous for fame and adoration. So why are you not offering pranams to me? As soon as you see me offering pranams, he'll say. Then he'll say, alright, oh, I'm offering you pranams, Vaishnava Thakur, in this way. Saying, oh, why he's not offering pranam to me, he's disobeying me by not offering pranams to me. And they say, there's Dainya Daya Mananyaman, Pradishta Sanchari Guni Guni Hoi, Kara Kirtan. Sarva Guna Guni Vashai, Stasi Chara Guna Amari Hidai. As one becomes more and more tough, then he'll be near Abhiman, not have any conception. Jagadharma, there Bhaktivinoda Thakur is written. There in Godrum, there was this Kosti, where all the Mahapurush Babajis were to present there. So there was one Muslim cleric. He came there to meet the Vaishnavas there to speak on the Shastras. So when he came there he saw the sadhus, they are Uttamadhikaris, Mahabhagavats, and they are offering pranams to these Muslims, the clerics there, and all of them. Those nearby didn't say anything. Then they asked him, why you are offering pranams to them? They are like they follow Islam. Then Babaji Maharaj, he said, no, you're offering pranams to their form, to their bodies. You're offering pranams to their souls, to Paramatma who is residing within their hearts, to their Atma. Because the conscious soul, he belongs to Bhagwan. So you'll have to respect the jivas by their Bhagwan. In Bhagwan, he is staying with them in their hearts. And therefore, we'll have to respect them. But we cannot respect them. And we rather glorify and worship others. Then there we are like heading towards destruction. So one, he has received this Diksha. And why have we received this Diksha? For Bhagwan's Seva. Because with Bhagwan's Seva, Bhagwan's Das. We become bound by this resolve that I'm offering myself in Bhagavan's seva. This is Diksha. And gradually this Divya is had. And then gradually, with more and more Priti, he engages in this seva. He engages himself. Or else you think once I've accepted Diksha, then his resolve is to engage in Bhagavan's seva. But if you engage in other things, then where will you get this Divya and Divya Gyan? Where will you get this factual Diksha? Whereas if there's a shortage of Gyan, there's no this Divya Gyan, then how is Diksha had then? Then you must understand. This very word Diksha, you see, if you look at the Diksha itself means the attainment of transcendental knowledge. If you haven't received the transcendental knowledge, then how have you accepted Diksha from Sadguru? Then it is only false conception that you have accepted Diksha, when in fact it is full of so many anarthas still. Also, if you go to Sri Guru, and if you get Divya Gyan, then how can you become Zaun Vishaya? Then saying I'll advance in Sansar, make a nice house, get a nice car, learn wealth. And then they say, how are you getting this Divya Gyan from? How you received Diksha in the true sense? If you're thinking, advancing in samsara, you're very proud. And how you come near Sri Guru? Where have you had this Divya Gyan, Samadhi Gyan from? Then everything is only a lie. So therefore, you say an ideal disciple, how will he be disciplined then? Because he thinks of his Guru as an ordinary human being. He is committing an offense at his feet. He is saying, if Guru is my Sevya Vastu, then who else can be as worshipable as him? This is Bhagavad Seva. Guru Seva, they are very exalted. And there is no dharma as exalted as Guru Seva. There we have heard. We listen and we say, but the attachment to the body, where is it? Where is the independence of the body lie? It is very strong. Therefore, to have others engage in our seva, then we are very busy for this. So we are very proud to declare ourselves in such a way. There it is said, the small boy is playing so much that he forgets eating, sleeping, everything. Similarly, we are also in that condition. Become so much absorbed in samsara even after receiving Diksha that this pravruti is not awakening within us. Because the desire for pratishtha, this desire to achieve wealth, and to all these other desires, they bound us by the nose. And we are only wandering around in circles. And then by great fortune one receives Sri Guru. One has this opportunity for seva, then what does he do? We run away from there. And then we hide somewhere else. You will not listen to Sadhguru, then what will happen then? This is not this Atma Dharma or Karma Gyan. As being Karmi or a Gyani, this is not Dharma of the Jivatma. Being Bhagavan's Sevak, this is Nitya Dharma. Therefore it is a Jiva Swarupa, Krishna is Nityadas. Karmi Gyani, both are selfish. They are only working for their own happiness. Say they are on Bhagavan's Bhaktas, they are Bhaktas. And say those who are fortunate, they will not take shelter of Karmis or Gyanis. Take shelter of Bhagavan's Lord's feet, they will advance gradually on the path of Bhakti. As long as one cannot understand this, then saying I am Bhagavan's Sevak, I have nothing else to do other than Bhagavan's Seva. Regardless of whether it's a man, woman, young, old, fool, intelligent, any condition of life. He is pious, sinful, any condition of life. It never drop this process of sadhana, which is Krishna Nam Sankirtan. This way by Nam Sankirtan, by Nam Prabhu's mercy, this Divya is awakened and one will have this absorption in Bhagavan's Seva. At that time, this dharma of the body will go on as usual. This thirst, this hunger will not disturb him in any way. And everything becomes very habitual. Here Prabhupada is saying that for Hari's Sevaks, he tells the Jivas that you are Hari's Sevak, engage in this Hari's Seva. Don't engage in gratification on the name of Hari's Seva. Krishna's gratification, this is Nam Seva. And there's a known thing of satisfying the senses. Big or else, it is not seva to serve your senses. And so it's related to your senses. If you think like this, then you'll be cheated. It is seva and Bhagavad Seva. It's saying serving the house, serving Bhagavan. No. Don't commit this mistake. Taking shelter of Bhagavan, don't waste your time in serving Maya. So you will not have any auspiciousness. Or else your Ashakti will only increase there. Bhagavad Prapti will not be had. So be always absorbed in Bhagavan's Seva. Don't waste your time. And how will you receive this Bhagavan's Seva? Life of life is lost if you're cheating Krishna. Then you're cheating your own self. The more intelligent you'll become, the more you cannot cheat him. Bhagavan. He is Antaryami, he is omniscient. If he becomes happy, then we will also be happy. Or else, you're showing from outside, we're chanting, putting tilak on, but you're not happy from inside. Why? Because you're not doing for Bhagavan's happiness. To make others happy, we're very alert. They'll be happy, but not for Bhagavan's happiness. So, Antaryami Bhagavan is not happy, then how can we be possibly happy? One is not engaged in this Hari Bhajan, then there's no need to eat or drink anything, there's no need for any of this. If Krishna Bhajan is not done, this human form life is very rarely attained. And day and night you're only engaged in showing this body, then life after life everything is lost. So many inconveniences are had, but nothing is achieved. Therefore, Prabhupada is saying that one has achieved, he's come to Sansar to please Krishna, but instead of that, he's become entangled. Now he's entangled in Maya. He's become like a tree now, he cannot act on his own. See the animals, listen to Harinam, they achieve the human form of life. But if we, in spite of being humans, we are engaged in this eating, meeting, sleeping, defending like animals, then how are we human beings in the first place? In the name of Hari Bhajan, that we are enjoying more and more. Because in the name of Hari Bhajan, one is getting all facility for Bhoga. Because on his own he cannot arrange for so much Bhoga by his own self. The same name of Bhagavan's Seva. He is given a signature for this. And now gradually this Bhoga the enjoyment is coming in his way. So therefore why should one work so hard? This one become Babaji, come to the temple there. And then everything's had easily. And there's in the summer also, there's no need to go outside, go to your room, you have a nice air conditioner, enjoy nicely there, in your AC room, and there are many sevikas, and you have many sevaks, and then you'll have many protein eggs, boxes of protein eggs, chocolate cake, cookies, and dry fruits, ice cream, all these things. They say there's no shortage of anything. But who are you trying to cheat? One has achieved this human form of life. How has he gained anything? They say by engaging in such luxury, he's only eating his own stool. He's Vishtaboji. In the Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami has said, he said, we see a pig in the village. He'll eat anything that comes in his way. Anywhere it goes, he'll eat all these bad things. So similarly, if you are only also looking around to maintain your body, then how are you any different from that pig? What will happen? Therefore, in Kali Yuga, Nam Sankirtan is the topmost sadhana. You should see how much Nam have I done today, how much time have I wasted. How much I wasted my time in eating and drinking and sleeping. How much I remembered Sri Bhagavan. This is sadhana. Therefore, only this sadhana, this Nam Sankirtan is sadhana. In Kali Yuga, except for Harinam, there is no other sadhana, no other bhajan. There is no other thing. This Nam Sankirtan, all one's desires are fulfilled by this. Anyhow, living in any condition, engage in Harinam. If you cannot practice, then how can you chant continuously? You can remember all of the things. Whole day, one is taking his mala, but still he cannot remember Prabhu. Because he is not tried to remember him. How can he possibly dance? Therefore it says, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Nasteva, Kathiran, Yatta. In Kali Yuga, except for this Nam, there is no other dharma except the chanting of the Dham. And among all the 64 limbs of Bhakti, the 9 limbs are most exalted. And amongst them, 5 are most important. And among them, 3 are most important. And among 3, 1 is more important. That is Krishna Nam Sankirtan. And by such Niraparad Nam Prem, Krishna Prem is had. Therefore, you see, Harinam especially is most important among all these limbs of Bhakti. And automatically, all other limbs follow this primary limb of devotion. One is trying to do everything. But if he cannot chant Harinam, then how can he possibly follow the other limbs of Bhakti? Then even if he is trying on his own, then everything will be in vain. Or else, one is working very hard. Either in Seva is very hard for me, I cannot do. But by engaging in Nam, then the 64 limbs of Bhakti will automatically be followed. Therefore it is said, in Kali Yuga, the essence of all mantras, the essence of all shastras is this Harinam Sankirtan. And by changing its name, Vedorni Aparad, this Bhagavad Prem is had. This Prem for Nam Prabhu to engage in Shravan Kirtan and the Seva. Say this Ashakti towards this Jar Jagat will go away. And say everything will be favorable for Bhagavan's Seva. Knowing this, one has taken shelter of Krishna Kirtan. They say Gauranga Dev, he made everyone, gave everyone shelter for this Nam Sankirtan. All the 9 limbs of devotion are included. Nam Sankirtan includes everything, top to bottom. One who chants Nam, he achieves auspiciousness in all ways. But if you want to engage in Nam Kirtan, then first engage in Shravan. Nam Sankirtan topmost. In Nam Bhajan, Sarva Siddhis had. Therefore, in Sadhu Sangha, except for Nam Kirtan, there is no other way. The conclusion of the Bhagavad is Nam Sankirtan. As the liberated personality is also engaged in Nam Sankirtan. Although it's Nam Sankirtan, there is no other gati. Essence of all utterances of mantras, essence of all perfections of mantras, Nam Sankirtan is topmost in all regards. So one who doesn't do Nam Sankirtan, Krishna Kirtan, then he is actually averse to staying in the temple. He may engage in many kinds of bhajan, but without Nam Sankirtan, everything is useless. Therefore, Nam Sankirtan is Bhagavad Seva. They are non-different from each other. If you serve the bhaktas, then you'll have ruchi for Nam. And by engaging Nam Kirtan, then not naturally one will have ruchi for the Seva of Bhagavan and bhaktas. They are non-different from each other. This way, Hari Seva has had such Seva. One will have ruchi for Bhagavan Seva. This is the ideal for a Matvasi. By serving the Matvasis, one will have adhikar for Kirtan and for Nam Bhajan. Else one cannot do so. If one is engaged in serving those who are averse to Krishna Bhajan, then you will not be able to chant Harinam. And gradually you will only collect the impurities of Maya. So if you become indifferent to serve Hari Guru Vaishnavas, then you will not have any ruchi for chanting the name. Therefore, Gauranga has given this siksha, one after another. And so by Nam Seva, without this ruchi for Vaishnavas, and they say one will not have any ruchi for anything else. Now we'll stop tomorrow. Listen. Hari Boo.
Другого переводчика.
Мне интересно, постоянный перевод, я
Вроде бы нет. Не показано.
Что-то в прошлый раз они говорили, что вроде они транслируют через iPod, через тех, у кого есть.
tabe anta hoya Krishna Ghora samsare poriya mana na payo ke rase Samsaraya nale valicha hridaya nale varayana Aparadhachari loya Krishna na Nitaya Chaitanya Charana Kamala Ashraya Vailage Nitaya Chaitanya Charana Kamala Ashraya Vailage Nitaya Chaitanya Charana Kamala Ashraya Vailage Krishna dasa bola jivan marana Krishna das bola jivan marana Amara ashray se Amara ashray se Ghora samsara poriya manava na paya dukke rase Sadhu sangha kore Hari bhaja jadi tabe anta hoya Krishna tabe anta hoya Prabhu hai Prabhu hai Prabhu hai Prabhu hai Jai Satchidanand Jaya Gaura Hari Satchidanand Jaya Gaura Hari Hare Krishna